Groups in the U.S. state of California issued statements this week applauding the state's Board of Education for amending mandatory high school courses related to ethnic studies. The amendments included a stipulation that such courses must not include bias or bigotry or discrimination against any person or group of persons like the Jewish people. This came after concerns that many ethnic studies included material that Jewish groups are feeling was really anti-Semitic. And there's a lot of work still ahead of us to implement a robust ethnic studies course across California schools that are also free from anti-Semitism, anti-Zionism, said in a letter signed by the leaders of several Jewish groups. However, other leaders continue to protest what they say is an unbalanced view of the Middle East, the conflict that has promoted many of the textbooks being offered for use in these ethnic studies courses. Back in Israel, the finance minister recently announced that they will allow new immigrants to come from Ukraine and to continue receiving the social and health benefits until the end of 2023 and not cut those off. The announcement came amidst an alarming series of reports from the finance ministry showing that the public monies available for the reception and absorption of new immigrants are inadequate to care for the large numbers, increasingly large numbers of new immigrants who are arriving every week to Israel. Substantial numbers of new immigrants continue to arrive from Ukraine, Russia, Belarus, while smaller numbers, but still notable numbers, come from Ethiopia, North America, Western Europe, Latin American countries like Brazil, Argentina, and so on. One of the ways that the government tries to assist the new immigrants is through providing academic training, educational opportunities. The TACA pre-academic program 2024 is nearly full already as I'm recording this video. It's a program that allows immigrants with a high school equivalency or a bachelor degree from university in another country to undergo several months of intensive Hebrew language instruction as well as other courses to prepare them to pursue further academic instruction at an Israeli university. The high level of interest in these programs for the upcoming 2023-2024 academic year is an indication of the large numbers of recent new immigrants, as well as the future potential for these immigrants to contribute to Israel's economy, society, and culture. Speaking of Israeli culture, President Isaac Herzog issued a statement on Saturday evening congratulating Israel's rhythmic gymnastic team for winning the World's Championship tournament in Valencia, Spain. China took the silver medal in the team competition, while the host Spain took the bronze. When Israel first became a modern nation state 75 years ago, we didn't have the proper time, resources, population, or even much interest to compete in international athletic competitions. But it's not only competing, but winning on the world stage today. 75 years after the founding of the modern state of Israel, the quality of life available here includes world-class athletic, cultural, educational opportunities, and so much more that makes Israel an attractive destination for Jewish people from all over the world who are looking to leave their country of origin and to make a new home here in the Promised Land. Whether it's because of wars, because of economic distress, or changes to the conditions that they're in the country they're currently living at, whatever it is that makes their life uncomfortable or feeling at risk, all of this means that Israel is likely to continue to see increased numbers of new immigrants going forward, and the government is scrambling to hire new staff, build new infrastructure, and find new areas to expand existing absorption programs. The resources needed to pursue all these plans and projects are limited and must compete with other priorities the government has, including providing security, defense, education, healthcare, and many more things to the general public. At the same time, government initiatives like the TACA pre-academic program draw attention to the fact that these new immigrants are not a burden on Israel, but rather they're a source of future growth. And the resources dedicated to caring for them are not an expense, they're an investment in the future of Israel. And that's why private initiatives like the Aliyah Return Center, which is dedicated to the assistance in the absorption of new immigrants, is so vital. The great and often unique needs of these new immigrants often require attention to detail that a small and nimble group like the Aliyah Return Center charity can provide more easily than large government organizations, agencies, which must focus their priorities and budgets elsewhere. So we are able to provide the housing, job training, Hebrew instruction, the food, clothing, shelter, so much more to these new immigrants that they can quickly adjust to their new country, the Promised Land, and work, contribute to society, and that's what we offer. We want to do so much more, and for that we need your help. Would you consider being a financial partner with us today? Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to keeping you posted as to the latest developments that relate to Aliyah and return and restoration. God bless you from the land of Israel.